show.
That's what I hear too.
Nothing out there. Everyone shows up. I believe we're live.
Oh,
We
right.
gotta get everything humming. Oh, I also have to monetize this son of a bitch.
We still live or is it?
We're still live. And then
You got to broadcast it?
well, so we can have the chat. Like we're live now, but I need to get the chat going. I'm also gonna share it on everything. All messages. Boom.
We're
All right.
here. We're drinking non-alcoholic beer, and I feel a slight buzz already, bro. It's mental.
That 0.05% or whatever it is could get you.
Can it?
It actually can't. They said that it's like scientifically impossible. You would like drown before you could actually catch a buzz. Hold on. I'm going to share this with everybody too. This camera actually looks better than I thought. I'm going to tag you in it too. Enough of these fucking dating ads. Boom. I haven't started actually recording the real podcast yet.
Right.
We're just live at the moment. Shit. Okay. And now, okay, girl, yo. Did you know okay, girl? He comes in YouTube all the time. All right. And we are live. I mean, we're already live, but we're actually recording the damn thing. Speaking to that mic so I can see how it's
Check,
rolling.
check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Hell yeah. We're good. And I'm doing something I've never done on this podcast. Drinking a brewski, a Corona non-alcoholic. Contains 0.5% alcohol by volume. We were just discussing that I guess it's scientifically impossible to catch a buzz off of the percentage that's in these things. Like I would have to like die like that woman who tried to drink water for a weed. Did you ever hear that story?
No.
There was a woman, it was called like Hold Your Wii for Wii. This is like when Nintendo Wii was new, like 15 years ago. And they had a water chugging contest, and whoever peed last won a Nintendo Wii, and some woman fucking died. It was like a radio show, like morning radio, because she literally, like, something to do with her lungs filling with water and actually fucking passed away.
Wow.
From, crazy. You look it up. It's like a crazy story from like 2006.
That sounds a little familiar, but
Yeah,
I
it was-
I don't remember it.
Yeah, hold your Wii for Wii. So, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Let people know who you are and what the deal is.
Hey, my name is Carlos Chino Cisneros, and I just recently moved to Austin, Texas.
Fuck yeah. And how did we meet? I know it's Kill Tony adjacent, YouTube related.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's been
Like
What?
3 years or something.
like 2.5 maybe
2.5
years that I got on Kill Tony.
Right.
And it went my comedy was kind of shit because like my stage presence and all that, which is why I'm a musician and I do comedy
Yeah.
to help with that when I talk to crowds because I would freeze up, I'd get deer in the headlights, kind
Right,
of thing.
right.
Yeah, so I started doing comedy so I can ease up on talking to people.
What do you think is the biggest difference? Because, I mean, I didn't do music like the way you do because I know you do it like a lot. But I have performed on stage, rapping and doing all that. And to me, there's a significant difference in doing stand up and performing music because music, it feels lower stakes, less pressure. Like you're kind of going to do your song, even if you're mid or you're not in the zone. It's kind of like we got through the song, they clapped. Comedy is just like high level. Like if they're not responding, I'm just a person talking. And if I'm just a person talking, I'm bombing. And if I'm bombing, this fucking sucks. And then everything starts to shrink and get weird.
Well, when you're doing a song, yeah, the stakes are lower, but in
Yeah.
between, it's in between the songs.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was talking to people that if you lose them, you just lose them.
Yeah,
I'm
and then you're like, whatever. I got this banger of a track coming anyway. This is why you guys are here.
well, a lot of times, like when I was playing like cover bands, people aren't there for you, and
Yeah.
it's kind of you want to keep them there.
Okay,
You know?
for sure. Yo, Bonghole, what up? Yep, that is Resident. He's here
Yo.
in the flesh, in the old hood apartment with the cats, with everything.
Bongo, what's up?
Bonghole's amazing. So how long? When did you first do stand up? Were you one of those people where Kill Tony was your first time ever?
No. I found Kill Tony. It was after I started doing stand up before I knew about Kill Tony.
Oh, that's cool. I respect that. I mean, whatever. Everyone's journey and path and introduction into the art is different, but there's a lot of people that watch the show and they're just like, I can do that, which is a lot of what comedy is. You go to an open mic and you're just like, I can fucking bomb too.
Yeah.
I can do better than that. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, that was kind of it. Some of it for me when I would see other people, I was like, you know what, I could at least do that.
Yeah,
You know?
it is. It's I don't know. It's so weird because like initially, I was just like, there's people that are just talented and funny, and they figure out how to do that a little bit, and then they're good to go. I didn't realize it's a fucking like skill that you have to build upon. And even if you're naturally good, like there's some like wild exceptions, but it's 1 in 10,000 where you just go on stage and you're a natural. Like there's people who have natural tendencies and like, oh, they're able to do this or they're themselves quicker than most people get to becoming themselves.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it takes years of practice.
Well, it's what I find is that because it's when I'm with friends, this is why a lot of people are funny in the garage with their friends and they're not funny on stage. A lot of things don't translate.
Right.
Because it's a monologue. You're not talking back at you really,
100%.
Yeah, so when that imbalance kind of will throw your mind for a loop.
For sure. What I've told people, and this is a hard point, it like being 100% honest, it took me about like 9 years to get to the point of what I'm going to bring up is when you go on stage, don't try to be a comedian with jokes, just try to be funny. So when you're just like, I'm just up here to make people laugh and have fun and be funny, and I'm not trying to like, there is a showmanship aspect, and of course you're doing polished, tried and true material. But if your goal is just to be funny, you're yourself more. And when you're yourself more, it's way more just like less stiff and rehearsed. And,
Yeah.
it's less of just a show and more of like, we're just hanging out and he's talking to us or she's talking to us,
And I've seen a handful of those guys don't have a lot of written, but they got some kind of charisma going, and they're kind of doing what you say.
Honestly, that's something that you almost can't teach either. I mean, you can get more comfortable and then it can come out more, but there's some people that are just so fucking good, but being natural in the moment and just being funny off the top of their head and being conversational. And then some of those people can write too, but I would way rather have the ability to write material. If you had to choose, it's almost like in a sport. It's like you want to be a good defender or a fucking offensive powerhouse. You know what I mean? It's just like, what skill set do you have best? But I've seen that it's probably harder to learn to become a writer than it is just to be like a riffer in the moment, because that's kind of something that you have. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to become just myself.
Yeah.
On stage. But I've been a pretty good writer. Like most of my stuff is written, and it's hard. I'm trying to work it where I can go in between the two, where I'm in the room, but I'm also like, okay, now this will segue into one of my bits.
And I absolutely disagree. Okay, grower. Maybe I tongue twisted myself, but funny people, you want it to sound like that you're not doing jokes, that you're just being yourself. But any comedian that you've ever fallen in love with or watched their special or have gone to see them and you think that they're great, 100% of them have worked on the fucking jokes they're telling you. There's certain nights and there's exceptions where they're just like, I'm going off the top of my head and I'm going loose. I'm going Andrew Schultz crowd work special. I'm whatever. But that's the exception. 99.9% of the time, the comedians that you love and adore and watch crush on stage are doing jokes they've worked their asses off on. So yes, funny people absolutely need jokes. Sorry, just had to get that out there.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise there's a dead spot in the show. Yeah, you need to fill it up with something that works.
100%.
Yeah.
So when did you touch ground in Austin? Because I know, like we said, 2.5 years we've been talking. You don't need the headphones. Fuck it.
Yeah. It was December 11th. It was
December 11th.
So I just got here. It just feels like I just got a couch last week.
Just got a couch last week. Yeah, I remember I talked you into coming to Kill Tony sign up when you didn't want to come, and you said that you didn't regret it, right?
Yeah, I did not. That was kind of a mindfuck because I was like, well, I don't think I'm ready even now, but I'm getting my confidence back a little bit because I hadn't been doing.
What mics have you been doing?
I did Creek a few times, and then I've done Anderson Mill, of course.
Anderson Mill. I almost went the other night, and then at the very end, I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna do a few more deliveries and just be home by 11.
Yeah, it gets exhausting. That's what I've noticed. Yeah.
Also, the only new thing, Anderson Mill is my room, and I've done the room hundreds of times at this point, dating back to 2021. And I can go, I've had every experience. I've bombed, I'm talking there's a difference between bombing and flatlining. I'm talking where silence is louder than what you get, because there's just no reaction at all, even if they're talking. But as far as responding to what you're saying, there's nothing less that you can get than what I've gotten at Anderson Mill. But I've also learned that room to where I'll go up there and I'll just rant off the top of my head about what's going on, about what happened to me that day. And then I might sprinkle in a joke or two. But right now I'm trying to work on these jokes that are kind of stories. And I know if I go with stories and Anderson Mill, that's just useless.
Right.
It's like, I'm going to do a 3-minute story about this guy I got in an argument with at the gym and no one's going to listen. So, or I can go have fun and riff, but that's kind of a waste of my time tonight.
No, yeah. You gotta manage your time kind of wise. That's what I'm noticing now because I've hit a lot of I live close to downtown, so I walk through 6th Street, and I've hit quite a few mics, and right now I'm getting to the point where I can see that, or the newness of it will wear off.
The excitement, exactly. I mean, Austin comedy in general has kind of gone through this phase where it's no longer new and exciting. I mean, if from an individual perspective, of course, like you're new here, you've never been here, so for you personally, it can be exciting and new. But Austin comedy as a whole, I feel like that it's sizzled down a lot.
I noticed it because I had been here before for like a week at a time.
Yeah.
And I noticed like a lot of the friends I made was in 2023 when I came, they're all gone.
So many people, dude, Austin will spit and chew people out. Funny people, too, who have their head on straight and know what their goals are. They move here and they're just like, fuck this. I can go get better and more stage time in this city. Why am I going to sit here and try to like schmooze my way to the top of something that has so much pushback in a scene that doesn't have quality open mics like I was expecting it to? In a world where going viral and being popular online is king anyway, so why the fuck do I have to force and shoehorn myself into this situation?
Right.
So I get that, but I've said this a million times on this podcast. Austin is a great home base geographically, and it is an important scene, and there's a lot going on. So as long as you're just in it for the love of the game and you're just obsessed with growing personally as a comic and you're trying to travel and produce comedy adjacent content, Austin is great, but if you're here just to get famous quick and just to chase stages and shit, it's just like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. That's kind of why I'm here. But I'm also a musician, so it's like perfect for that. You know, if
Yeah,
I
it's
want,
still the. I mean, the live music capital of the world is what it's called. Do you agree with that? I mean, I mean, it's
that may have sizzled out too, but there's still
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
shows here. So if you
for
know,
sure.
if you're looking for
Yeah,
stage
there's.
time,
I mean, I've only been here for like a little over 4 years. There's so many people who I meet, and they're just like, Austin was fucking magical. Even 15 years ago, it was incredible. It was still kind of small towny. All these different places that closed down were still going. There wasn't this influx of people from California or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, and it's funny because have you been to Rainy Street?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there was this TikTok of Rainy Street. It showed from 2009. So it was into 2024, I think it was. So it was a 15-year. It went from literally like Rainy Street, which has all these bars and venues and high-rise apartments and like hotels and shit, was a small, quiet neighborhood with like a slug bug and like little houses and grass and like a bicycle and a tree. And then 2011 they built a bar, and then 2012 they built another bar, and then 2013 they built some fucking skyscraper thing, and then by 2024 it looks just unimaginably different. It goes from like a small neighborhood to like a fucking giant fucking skyscraper ass. Like
Right.
it was crazy. I was like in 15 years. I mean that's a long time, but it was just cool to see a timeline
I
of
think
it.
you can probably go on Google and do the thing where you rewind
Oh
the
yeah,
pictures.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
do that. I bet you can find that.
For sure. That's probably what they did to make that video,
Yeah.
actually. Because I mean, I don't know how else they would have gotten the exact corner of Rainy Street and showed the
Yeah,
evolution of it.
I was here in Austin down East 6th before they built all that shit too. There was I was here for these music things where they would try to show you how to make it a business, make your band into a business.
Okay.
And I was coming here for those, and that's kind of how I ended up running into the Kill Tony universe.
Yeah.
At one of those, afterwards, I'd find tickets to things to do because those were only till like 5 p.m. or so.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I was like, well, I need something to do at 8.
Was
night.
that like the Vulcan days? Or?
That was the Vulcan days.
Vulcan. I miss the Vulcan days, man.
That's my favorite. That's when I fell in love with it, really.
Yeah.
It was like a jungle and they're like a cage fight almost,
Yeah, yeah.
Gladiator kind of thing because it had the 2 levels. And you got people looking down. That was.
Yeah, I mean, the show, anything with massive success, there's going to be layers added and, it's going to grow in a certain way. And, there's a little element of it being more scripted, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I liked, I don't know, 2021 to like 2022, though, that like,
That's about
that
when I
year
came.
and a half was just like where it was just out of control.
And all the comics were allowed in the room so you can do
I've always said
do
that.
callbacks.
Yeah, or you can change the joke in your head, or you know who the fucking guest is if you
Right.
know if Tony's in a bad mood, or just whatever the deal is. It was so much better for the comic experience, even though you're standing like a caged animal with sweaty people all around
I
you.
believe for the show it was better as well because you can change you can call audibles on the fly like
The
you were saying.
walk up too was cool. They used to have the camera that would
Yeah.
switch and you'd walk up. I thought, as little of a detail that is, I thought it was
No,
it
yeah.
added something to
Right.
it.
Right. Some kind of WWE thing
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where the wrestler walks into the ring.
For sure.
Yeah.
And now it's just like you get,
You just pop up in the crowd. I mean, it's got to be what it's got to be because there's so many
oh yeah, yeah.
people chasing fame or whatever that.
I love when people on Reddit try to. And here's the thing: I don't even care to get into it. I've talked about it enough. Yeah, of course, there's some pre-planned bucket pulls. I'm not even gonna try to argue that. But what the idiots on Reddit say, like they say that Tony's already. How does Tony know what that person is if he just pulled their name and then they're already waiting behind the curtains? It's like, yeah, because they pre-pull the bucket during the other pick. So when the other person is up doing their joke, Tony will grab another fucking thing or during the interview, and then they like radio it in to Shakespeare's, and then that person is on deck already. But then he reads the name as if they just got pulled. But
Right.
like that doesn't indicate anything is rigged. That just is a way for them to have the comedian immediately ready to walk up.
Right. You're right. Yeah. I mean, on my appearance, the guy that came after me I didn't see him at Shakespeare's at all, and
Really?
I wonder about that. Yeah, it was the Ninja Turtles kid. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about.
No,
he
I don't.
did voices. He does like he's like a famous like voice actor.
Really?
Yeah, that he went on after me, but I didn't see him at Shakespeare's at all. All the rest of the guys that got pulled, and I was there. I saw them. They were in front of me. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big place, Shakespeare's,
No.
and it seemed like he was one of those. That.
I mean, there has to be a little bit of that.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
For sure.
I don't think I was one of, because I didn't know anybody. I was just here. It was the bucket of destiny, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, some people 100% absolutely. It's just, there's some people, and I won't even say names, and I have nothing against these people at all. I wish them the best. There's some people kind of recently, like in the past, like 3 to 4 months, who've gotten on like 3 or 4 times, and they're just objectively not good. It never goes well. The interview's always awkward, and I'm just like, there's no fucking way that they're just planning to bring that person out again. They're just getting hella lucky. I think.
Yeah. No. Yeah. For sure.
Then you can I know for a fact there's some. I'm just like, Tony knows who this person is. I've seen, like, they know each other, and he's acting like they've never met. So like,
and the opposite, I think,
fine.
happens too. There's people that won't get on.
Yeah, there's
kind
some
of silent blacklist.
There's some element of like, yeah, this person is being held out on for sure. But at the same time, I don't know if there's 200 people signing up and they only pull 7 names, and then 3 of the names are pre-planned. It means there's 4 spots. What are the chances? You could go every fucking week for 4 years, and there's a chance that you don't get pulled.
Yeah,
it's possible.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows?
Yeah.
I know he's like flat out banned people like on the show where he's just like, you're not allowed to sign up for a year. Get the hell off stage.
I've seen that. I've seen him say that. Yeah. But anyway, with what I was getting at with the music thing, my goal is to set up music shows, because I've been playing music forever, so I'm already seasoned.
Yeah.
On that end of it, but I want to have comics kind of like yourself.
Yeah.
Come on before to an audience who's, receptive.
For sure.
It, it's not an open mic. It's just a spot on the show that you can get a good 15-minute set. And
I've done shows, comedy sets at like concerts and stuff.
Got it.
I've had, sometimes it's been great. Other times it's like they do not want you on stage right now. Or I've done it where they're setting up in between bands, like, because of course they bring out all their equipment, all their drum kit and their amps and shit, and I'm on stage trying to like do crowd work and talk to the audience as there's like 10 people behind me carrying equipment and shit, and it's just like they do not want this.
Yeah.
But other times, one time I did a rap concert, and it was like, for some reason, they had like a 10-minute intermission in between acts, and I was just with 95% black people in the crowd, and I just started like roasting people, and they fucking loved it. Like, it was just like, all right, because I was trying to do material, and they were just like, what is this retard talking about? And some dude was wearing like a Brett Favre jersey, and I said something about the Packers and all this shit, and then I got a big pop, and I was like, oh, they want me to like talk to them.
Yeah.
And it was... Yeah, it was scary. It was scary though. Like, honestly, I was only like 6 years in, and all these, like, I was like, they could all kick my ass one-on-one, let alone all together, and I'm still gonna roast them, like, in a mean way right now.
It's funny.
Sometimes they like that though.
What would you say about it, like a show that, say the comics are already on it's expected that we're gonna do comedy. Say that it's on there, because I was thinking to do.
Oh, I mean,
like a 2-for-1 ticket where it's a comedy show, and
it still can be fucked up though, because just it's different energies trying to be matched. Like, if they expect it, it's probably gonna go better as opposed to just throwing some guy out there. But sometimes it's just a different. Going from music to comedy sometimes doesn't work.
Well, I would say the other way: go from comedy to music.
Right. I mean,
comedy first.
Kicking it off with comedy is probably better.
Yeah,
for sure, because then it's you're not having to follow something that's different,
right?
And you're just kicking it off with stand up. So that's probably a better approach, I would say.
Yeah, I want to try it. I mean, somebody told me before I left California that the only way you fail is if you quit. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. What did this person say? They need an actual shepherd's hook to pull people off stage on Kill Tony. That'd be fucking
That
funny.
would be fucking awesome.
A big ass, gigantic hook. That would be funny.
and the band that played some wah, 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 some kind
Yeah.
of 1930s.
Some old vaudeville.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So when do you think you're gonna do your first show?
I don't know. I still have to wait for my band. I just got here, so my drummer,
Are they moving out here too?
Yeah, my drummer's
Okay.
getting here. My drummer gets here in a month, and then my bass player, who's my brother, will be here by the summer. So then after that, we'll kind of figure things out, see how it goes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
exciting.
Were you in San Antonio before?
No, Fresno, California.
Fresno. I mean, so okay, why the fuck did I think you were in like Texas?
No, I would have been here sooner
Yeah.
if I already was here. Yeah,
Fresno. Are you a Bulldogs fan?
I was when Tarkanian was there for the
Oh my
basketball.
God.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, because they just played. The football team played in the Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
In Tucson, Arizona, where I'm from. So that's just a weird little connection.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. I just didn't know what was going on.
Right. That's wild. So, how many mics a week are you doing currently?
Shit. Well, I'm working 3 nights a week, so those are
Okay, you
automatically
only
off.
work 3 nights a week, but you work like 12 hours or something, right?
Right. But then,
Okay.
yeah. So that. But I'm working nights, so it kind of cuts. I'm trying to get to days so I could get, my evenings off.
Right.
Kind of hit some mics there, but I don't know. It's weird trying to get work and do extracurricular activities, line it up. So I have 4 nights a week that are free. It's basically been two mics a night. If I
What's your favorite mic so far?
let me see. I'd have to say it was the day shift one. The day shift one.
Where's
the
that?
3 p.m. The 3 p.m.
that
mic.
Creek?
No, it's at Sunset.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 3 p.m. mic at Sunset was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you
It's
had fun, or there's like a crowd?
I had no, it's comics. You're
Yeah.
performing in other comics, so it's like, yeah. But I'd liked it,
For sure.
I'm just doing reps at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done a Sunset mic in forever. They used to have like a legit open mic. I don't know why they don't have one anymore, where it was like late.
Yeah.
Like it was like a 10 p.m. mic, which is great, and it would go to like fucking 1:30. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It used to be on Wednesdays, I think, a couple of years ago,
Okay.
and it was funny. Like it was, I would sign up and then go hit like 2 other things and then go back because I'm like, I'm not up till like number fucking 26. They're on number 4. I can go to Creek, I can go to Lucky Duck, and I can come back and all that shit. Like,
Yeah,
that
that's
was
what
fun.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to do Tuesdays where I think I can hit 5 or 6 mics.
Have you done Challenge Mic?
No.
Really?
No,
That
I
sounds-
haven't yet.
Really? That's
Yeah.
it. That's what.
Well, the one at Creek was doing something like that. It's like a
They're
bottom of
all
the barrel
doing,
kind
they're
of thing.
all doing that shit.
Yeah. So
Which is fine, but I mean, like, there's been a weird influx lately. Of
here's
just,
the thing that I'm noticing: are people stealing premises from those? Like if I were to, if I were to
well,
fill it,
sometimes they're fucking. I mean, it's all about you to be creative in the moment and make shit up. But sometimes, like, it's already a joke. It's like, why the fuck is the topic already funnier than me or already
Yeah.
a punchline? It's like it's already something funny, and then people will try to use that later on, maybe. But
yeah, I did that because they gave me 4 slips, and one of them was, "Is dog mom code word for easy lay?" And then I was like, dude, I shouldn't have gave him that.
right.
Because then they just went off on that. I was like, I could have went off on it, So then my other ones were just, more general.
Sometimes they'll have something, a subject or a topic that's close to a joke that you already have, and you can kind of just like naturally squeeze it in there. I've done that before,
Yeah.
where I'm just like, this is too close to this joke to where I can make it seem seamless, and then it murders, and people think you're a fucking genius. Like
Yeah.
I've been telling that joke for 6 years. I have no fucking idea.
It's funny. Yeah, I did the bottom of the barrel too, and I threw them some premises.
Oh,
Just
like in the audience,
Yeah, it was, I think what's his face? Brian.
Simpson.
Yeah, he pulled one of mine, and it seemed like it's a good way to test my own material right now that I'm, to test my pen.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not a seasoned comic for sure, but I was like, let me get some of my little confidence back before I can start writing again.
Yeah, I don't know that.
But then they came, and then I got the idea. Maybe they're gonna take my premises, man.
That's why I don't put anything. I don't like when people use creative or funny shit. I feel like it should just say something and then you challenge the person on stage to come up with something funny.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a really creative thought or, something that already has like something funny in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm going that route now.
Right.
With these mics, as you said, they're popping up everywhere.
Hell yeah. Well, you brought your guitar. You're going to play something?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll do some.
For those just joining who know that I don't
riffage.
drink, this is Corona non-alcoholic. So, actually tastes exactly like a beer. I think I'm off the wagon or whatever the fuck they call it.
All right, let's bring out old.
Let's see how well the dynamic microphone picks this up.
Yeah.
Yo, nobody, what up?
Picking it up.
I think so. Yeah. Reminds me of playing Red Dead Redemption again. This is the type of music you'd hear in between cities. After you just murdered a husband and wife for no reason to steal like $2.
Let me keep going with that. I actually like the music on Red Dead Redemption. It's pretty.
It's good,
it's
yeah.
Pretty fucking dope.
How long you been playing?
God, it's got to be like 20 years more. It's 25 years.
Damn.
It's been a while. I should be better at it, But I started actually.
Better than me.
I started actually. What was it with when Napster came out?
Napster.
Remember
Napster's
that?
like 98, maybe.
Is that too old for you?
Hell no. I remember Napster, and it was Napster, and then Kazaa and LimeWire. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
And then you would just. So it went from like just downloading albums and just certain songs, then it became movies and TV shows and shit. I remember LimeWire, we would download movies that were still in the fucking movie theater.
Yeah, that was
And
cool.
back in like 03, that was like crazy shit to be able to do.
Yeah, that was like
It would take 2 days to download the movie though.
people leaking.
I remember I was still in high school. I would go to school and have that shit downloading, and I would come home from school and it would still be at like 60% after being gone for like 8 hours. I'm like, damn, it takes forever. It was like the X-Men movie.
Taking up the phone line.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, AOL 4.0 dial-up internet.
Yeah, it was the good old days.
The good old days of. Someone who said that statement where it's just like, we used to go on the internet to escape reality. Now we go to reality to escape the internet.
That's legit.
It's 100% legit. It's just like
legit.
we're so fucking connected. It's funny, dude, because people go online and they're just like, touch grass, disconnect from life. It's like, you realize I will never, ever hear you even say these tidbits of wisdom if I wasn't on the fucking internet right now.
Yeah.
So you're using the fucking vehicle to tell me what I shouldn't be doing. So it's just like, what are we doing here?
Well, that's like the same thing when people complain against the patriarchy on their
Yeah.
on their iPhone.
On their iPhone.
Who do you think made the iPhone?
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
everyone's...
the Waymo you're riding home on drunk.
Oh my God. Have you seen that there's this new thing with the Waymos now that they're not obeying certain street laws like buses? We all know when there's a school bus, you can't pass it. Waymos are like, I don't give a fuck about kids.
Really?
There's videos. There's like Ring doorbell cams where the bus will stop and put out their stop sign. The Waymo just goes right by.
Dude, I gotta see that. Cause
apparently it's run over some cats too, killed pets. Because, I mean, it's still early in the technology.
right.
You know, when did Waymos come out? I'm sure, like, the beta was, like, 5-6 years ago, but they've only been, like, operational for maybe 3 years. 2023, maybe? You know, it's not that long.
I had one where it was late at night. I was driving home and probably after Anderson Mill.
Yeah.
And, dude, it was late. And I had the thought of, like, it passed me coming this way,
Yeah.
you know? And then I had some some critical remark in my head, and then it pulls up, it pulls up on me with that weird creepy noise that they make when it's you can hear it when there's nobody around. You can hear it's like this little kind of creep me out. That's all I'm getting at.
It's fucking weird, dude.
Late night, they're creepy.
They're like sometimes because when I used to work late at my old job, I would get off work at like 3:30, 4 a.m. Sometimes I would like see like 3 or 4 vehicles while walking to my car, all Waymos. So it's just like this is just fucking dystopian and creepy that every car I'm seeing drive by me has nobody in it at 4 a.m. Like it's weird.
I saw a girl driving passenger. She was shotgun.
Oh, really?
Waymo. Yeah, I was like, maybe that might be a better move.
Yeah.
You can actually grab the wheel,
It's so weird how people don't know what they are because they're not. I could Google it maybe, but they're still kind of in the early stage of like we're only allowing them in. I know they're in Phoenix. I know they're probably in LA, San Francisco, here. But there's, I'd say, a majority of the United States and the rest of the world do not have Waymos yet.
No, because
I do that. I have a Waymo joke that I'll do.
Right.
It will fucking crush sometimes here in Austin when everyone's like 30 and they've been in Austin. But when I'm in like Tyler, Texas, and it's all like 52-year-olds, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'll have to be like, no, it's a driverless vehicle. And then they still kind of laugh, but it ruins the punch. It's just like now you're having to explain. And the punchline, the end of the joke still works. But like usually when I just say that it's a Waymo, it gets a big pop. But now that's gone when they don't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, I wonder if that can lead to like a bigger bit where you're actually having to explain that.
I mean, yeah,
that's
maybe.
what I'm thinking because there was what was his name? The pale guy, the Beyond the Pale comedian. I don't know why I'm blanking out his name. He's super famous.
Beyond the Pale.
Yeah. Hot Pockets guy.
Gaffigan. Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah, he was saying something about, he had a bit about bread. Why they were asking him about why he's clean, a clean comic, and he's like, I fucking love bread. He's like, and he didn't like relying on that F-bomb.
Yeah.
So he started to elaborate on how much he loves bread.
Right.
And making the bit bigger. I was like, oh, that's something to think about.
Yeah, sure. I mean, for sure. I actually realized recently that I'm like 80% clean. If I don't cuss, I'm PG-13 the whole way.
Really?
Yeah, and I didn't notice that until a few people mentioned it to me, and then I had to do some clean gigs, and he's like, can you do 30 minutes? And I'm like, 30 clean is going to be fucking hard. And I did like 35 and still had a leftover. It's like, it's just don't say fuck. Don't do your fucking fat chicks bits. Don't do your eating out women. Don't do like your drug jokes. And everything is pretty much fucking clean. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I'm like glad that that's the case.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm completely having fun and being myself, I'm going to get a little dirty for sure. But a majority of my jokes, I don't need to. And it's just not
that's
what
great.
it is. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. What's this chat saying?
Nothing right now. The last thing they talked about was The Hook, and then Nobody, who's a big viewer on YouTube, popped in with a yo. He's one of the members. Yep. So what's your next like show in Austin?
My next show? What do you mean, like music?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've just been going to the. I found this place called Hole in the Wall. They got like 3 shows.
It's called Hole in the Wall?
It's called Hole in the Wall. It's right
like
across
that.
the street from the university. It's like on, I forget what the name of that street is.
Yeah.
Guadalupe, I think it is.
It's so weird. There's like a debate. So Guadalupe in Arizona, in Phoenix area, there's like a town and like streets and shit. And we called it Guadalupe. Always called it.
To me, that's what it is.
And then people, like, they don't just say, like, no, it's Guadalupe. They'll get, like, mad. Like, I remember getting in an argument with a comic. They're like, no, it's Guadalupe. And I was like, it's Guadalupe, you fucking idiot. Yeah. It's not L-O-O-P. It's L-U-P-E. That's Guadalupe.
Right.
You know? And they'll be like, no, it's not. And they all swear. And everyone calls it Guadalupe here. Like,
yeah.
And I'm just
like.
like.
Including myself now.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I call it Guadalupe now too because I just don't want to hear the fucking rebuttal from people.
But yeah, this little place, I guess C. Ray Vaughan used to hang out in there, and like I don't know if you know who Towns Van Zandt is.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He'd get faded in there. He's like that corner, that was his corner right there where I was sitting. I was like,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. I found that place last night, so I'm gonna
Right.
make my rounds up to there again. Just
No, that's cool. Have
meet
you
the
been to
staff.
what's another one that's very popular? Saxon Pub. Have you been there?
No.
That's a place. I guess Ron White hangs out there a lot, and
Cool.
they have like a lot of jazz. I think is
Okay.
their main thing, but it's like you drive by it sometimes. There's nowhere to park. Like
Yeah.
it's fucking popular.
Really?
Yeah, Rogan started that shit. I know
Okay.
it's like historical, so it's always been like an attraction, but Rogan does this shit, and God bless him for it because it helps the business, but it also ruins it for the little guy. There's some poor schmuck that's been going to like the same restaurant for 11 years. It's their favorite spot. Joe Rogan moves into town and blasts it on his podcast, and now they can't get a fucking seat till the end of time.
Yeah.
That's what happens. And I'm sure the business is thankful, but some of the people are like, God damn it, you blew up my spot, dude.
Yeah, I gotta find a new.
Yeah.
Gotta find a new hangout spot. I was cheating on my wife. Now I can't.
Right? Now all her coworkers go there now. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, he did that with the sushi place too. That is like super. It's so fucking expensive though. I've looked at the prices and seen it. It's like you're dropping like, if you go with like a group of people, you're dropping like thousands of dollars.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those deals. Because it's like an all-you-can-eat sushi thing,
Ooh.
and you usually go with big groups of people, and it's very expensive from what I've seen. I know comics like Mothership Comics go there sometimes. Like Simpson will take people out and all that.
Okay.
Yep.
So now I know what to avoid.
Yeah. Yo, is that Jade? Hell yeah. Jade up in the chat. Do you know Jade?
Yeah.
For some reason, it says in your yawn. I don't know why. Like, that's not like her usual username on here, but it's been stuck like that on my channel for a while.
In your yawn.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So, do you like your new place, or
Yeah, it's
what
cool.
area of town do you live in? I mean, you don't have to say it because you're live, but
Yeah,
you can
I'm
just
close to downtown.
there you go. Okay.
Yeah, a little walk.
Was this far for you?
No, 10 minutes.
This is I mean, yeah, it's the hood, yeah, it's whatever, but location wise, I feel like this is the true midtown. As far as because there's still Pflugerville, Leander, like I still feel like I'm in the middle of Austin as opposed to because I'm considered North Austin. This is considered the north side, but
Okay.
I'm just like there's so much other shit
Nah, it's kind of, yeah.
north because I'm barely north, so it feels more central to me.
Right.
Because I'm still at night. It's 8 minutes from downtown.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
in the
it didn't
day
take-
it's 20 maybe,
It
but
didn't take
like,
me long to get here. Yeah.
but yeah, it's 7 miles away. So proximity wise, I like this area,
Yeah, it's cool.
100%.
It's cool.
And
I liked it.
yeah, like I said, my neighbors are fucking lunatics, but it's kind of entertaining.
Gives you freedom to be a lunatic yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I found when I was playing, what's the game that was driving me crazy? Might have been Doom. I was playing Doom Eternal like every fucking night. It's 2:30 in the morning, and I have a loud voice too. Like even when I do comedy, like they know to turn me down. I just have a thick, weird, like like when you look at like the waves, for some reason my shit is just like a chunk. I don't know why, but I'm yelling really loud at 3 in the morning. And I'm like, if I lived in like a nice, decent neighborhood, the cops would be here every fucking night. But since they're all meth heads, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, my apartment complex has this little, what do you call it? Little clause where they want you to be quiet during certain times.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. I don't know, but people usually obey it. It's like one of these like I can't bring visitors in unless I give them their license plate numbers or their cars get towed away.
They try to do that shit here. They have like towing signs. Like I saw there was this is no bullshit. There was a broken down school bus. As small as this parking lot is, there was a school bus that had a regular door on it. I'm talking like they removed the school bus door and it had like a apartment regular door with like a handle and a lock. And it was there for fucking 2 months. And I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And then after a while, there was an email that would show a photo of it saying it's going to get towed. It's going to get towed. And then finally it disappeared one day. But it was at at least a month it was there. I'm
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck?
Shady school bus.
I posted a video about it actually on my fucked up Cars of Austin thing. My friend works at a sushi spot in Austin. Said Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were there today doing Joe Rogan. Yeah, so there was a comic today. What's his name? Isra? Not Isra. I can't think of his name right now. He works at very popular burger place, and he said Matt Damon and Ben Affleck showed up and ate his food. So that was kind of cool. I guess they're in town doing the rounds.
They take their shirts off. Take our shirts off.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to be on Kill Tony. Well, no, because Kill Tony's not. It's only Thursday. Those billionaires are going to be out of town by tomorrow fucking morning, probably.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's back this week, right?
It's back this week.
Oh, did I tell you some dude? I went to the Creek Mic on Monday.
Okay.
And yeah, there was this guy there's a couple guys that showed up from Houston that they drove all the way up here, and they're like, we didn't know it was off. We just
that happens all the time.
Yeah.
Where people drive. I mean, God forbid it's further than somewhere in Texas, but people will drive just to find out that there's no Kill Tony.
Yeah, and they're driving specifically for Kill Tony. They're coming. And yeah, it's kind of. And one of them was actually funny. Is what I thought. And.
Yeah.
Too bad for him. It was like, well, come back next week.
Yeah.
Or make some friends here.
They're going to have to do a double day soon because right now they do not have that many in the chamber.
Oh.
With their little layoff, they just released a New Year's one. They might have one. So this Monday they were going to record one, and they have one in the chamber from a couple weeks ago. And then they usually like to have a little bit of buffer room. So I'm assuming, I know they're going to do like Dallas and Houston like arena shows in like March, I believe. But because they've done this shit a couple times. One time they did like 4 in a week because they did like 2 on like a Monday and then 2 on like a Tuesday because they were taking some time off. So they just literally did back-to-back shows, back-to-back nights. And they've done this a few times where they'll at least do 2 in a day where it's just like 6 o'clock and then 9 o'clock or 6 o'clock and 9:30.
So what do you think of that? Is that more efficient for like a comic?
No, not necessarily. It's just like what they need to do to keep their schedule going. Yo, Hyper, what's up? Look out, the CIA is in town. Oh my God. Yeah, I just get it. I mean, because it used to be live.
The Kill Tony?
It used to be live.
Really?
Up until like 2022. And then Tony got canceled and then some weird shit happened and then they took off a week. So then they're just like, and then they had to like kind of clamp down on more of what was said because they do edit the show a little bit.
Right.
They edited me out one time because I'll just say here, it's not even a big deal. First time I did Kill Tony, it was still probably the best experience start to finish. Like I've had every experience on there, usually get Secret Show, but I turned down the Secret Show. And it was like, it kind of ruined the magic of the moment because like I killed Christina P's like,
you're like, no thanks.
Move to Austin. Tony's like, should he move to Austin? And then he's like, I'd love to have you on the Secret Show. And I was like, I can't do it. He's like, well, I was like, I'm going to be in Nashville doing shows. And then Tony's like, what shows are more important in Nashville? And I was like, Airbnb's paid for. I'm booked at the Comedy Bar. Can't do it. All right. And then they cut that part out.
Yeah.
I guess it's probably better.
Yeah, for them, yeah.
For them, but I remember I was like, damn, they took that shit out.
Yeah, that's funny. No, thanks.
Yeah. And then there's been like 3 other times I've gotten Secret Show that I've had to message Red Band. I can't do it this week. I'm already on a show. And a couple of times, like one time I was in Arizona, I was leaving. And another time I was doing that South Padre Island resort where I get to headline, and he just let me do the following week.
Yeah, that's cool.
So he's very flexible with it. But
right, I think they got so many. That's a long show. The Secret Show. It was like 3 hours.
Bro, it's so fucking long.
Yeah.
It's insane. I used to get like mad about it, but now I'm just like, no, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. But it can really, as a comic, sometimes it's tough because if you go early, the crowd is ripe. They're ready to laugh. They're not tired. But if you go at hour 3, sometimes I've watched really good comics bomb.
Dude.
And not just like, I've seen really good comics bomb where they're just like, they don't give a fuck and they're just trying new shit and they're riffing and they don't. But I've seen like really good like headliners go up there and try and bomb because it's like, yeah, they've been here for 4 fucking hours. Like, good luck.
I went to one of the when they first opened up Sunset, and they didn't have good seats yet. They were like those hard metal chairs.
Oh my God, I
Dude,
remember
my
that.
ass was hurting. There's no way I was gonna pay attention. You know, I was trying, but it was
Oh my God.
yeah. You're just sitting through pain.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You need to have like. There's so many little things that people don't think about. It's
It
just
is
like
better now. I'll just
hot.
say that.
You don't want it to be. Hot is the worst. Cold sucks too, but if it's fucking hot, there's really no way to alleviate that. So when like if an AC is broken and it's fucking like 85 inside the fucking building, that is the hardest to do with the crowd. When it's cold, it sucks too, but sometimes you can get a jacket or whatever and kind of endure it. But I've learned that if an AC is fucked up or if the room is scalding, it's so fucking hard to make people laugh. Like, it's really hard.
Well, that was that one episode when the AC was broken on at the mothership.
Oh my God, was it?
Yeah, there's
Oh
one
my
of
God.
one of those. They had to call the AC guy.
Yeah.
I think he fixed it within 20 minutes of them starting the show. But it was the first few comics were kind of bombing.
Yeah. No, I've told this story on here though. One of the nights I got Secret Show, I was headlining a show in Lockhart, Texas, which is like this cute little town that looks like it's still in the 70s. Everyone is so nice, polite, sweet, fucking just. I'm upstairs in this little room with like a fireplace. There's like 50 people sardine canned into this room. I have like the set of my life, dude. I'm like 45 minutes, hard kill the whole time. And I'm going up like second to last at Secret Show. So I have enough time to headline that show, I'm like, man, I just murdered. God damn, I'm funny. I go up at Secret Show and I proceeded to not just bomb, but like flatline to where, and then to make things worse, is I had a few comics that were excited that I was on Secret Show. So this comic, I didn't ask him to do this, is recording me from two different angles with like nice cameras with the audio fed in through the microphone so you can get optimal fucking audio. And I'm up there just hard fucking bombing for like he's like, bring David Lucas up when you're done. I bring David Lucas up who's not there. So I'm like, David Lucas, and he's not there. And then like the show's just like over. Because I was supposed to be second to last, but there was no comic after me. And it just made it weirder.
Yeah.
And I went up to the comic and I was like, if you don't burn that footage, I'm going to fucking kill you, dude. Like, that was just shows you the difference.
Yeah.
Even in one night.
Well, I was seeing you, at Anderson Mill.
Oh, my God.
And you did the same. And then, like, this was just the open mic. And then I think that was that Saturday. You did a lot of the same jokes.
Yeah,
and they killed in there, and Anderson Mill was like,
for sure.
So that I gotta taste of seeing that where you can deliver the same material the same way.
Oh hell yeah, that's just.
And the environment's a little different, and it goes way different.
100%. What did Hyper say? Hot car make you nauseous. That brings me to this point. I remember a comic got mad at me one time because there was a comedian here in town. And there's a lot of people that do this, so it is what it is. But they moved to Austin to live in their car. And the humidity and the summers I'm just like, move to fucking LA. If you're gonna live in your car, why would you not just go to LA? Right. Like, are you fucking brain damaged? And I went on this, it was at Challenge Mike. Something about like living in your car, the topic, and I just ranted my whole set about how dumb you are to choose to, if you're gonna like live in a car in Texas, you're a fucking idiot. And the comic who in the crowd was living in his car, and he just like stopped talking to me and was so mad at me for a while. And then he told me one day, and I was like, bro, it was nothing personal.
It was a riff.
I was just like, I kind of meant what I said, but I was being extra mean because it's funnier when you're just off. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a personal attack on you, bro.
Well,
like,
I'll take it this way. When you were saying, please don't move to Texas, I was like, dude, I'm moving to Texas.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, I know, I don't really mean it. I was like, I get it.
Right.
I get it. It's the same thing.
100%.
I'm not gonna be mad at you. You know, I understand the point of view.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. Like, there's so many people that like, if you're new to stand up and you want to learn,
angle you gotta.
It depends on where you're coming at it from. If you're here just to try to get famous, win the fucking lottery, go on Kill Tony and take over the world, like, stay the fuck wherever you are. But if you're here to just be around an important situation where a lot of high level comedy is going on, you want to be in the room, meet the right people, chip away. by hitting a lot of rooms and traveling around Texas, then come. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
You know. But who am I to tell people what to fucking do with their life? You know,
it's a lot going on here for sure. That's what I'm saying. It can get a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit as many mics, and now I'm getting tired. I was thinking today, I was like, man, I was like,
dude, being an open mic comedian is like one step away from just being like a fucking drug addict. If you think about what you're chasing and where your life is and where your relationships go, it's like the only difference is I'm not like, you know, destroying my health with like an illegal substance, but everything else is pretty close. Like, you know,
funny. Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going on with this chat?
We got Bonghole laughing at us. Hyper is here. But yeah, I don't know. We've almost reached an hour. That might be it.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to plug?
Not at the moment, but yeah, I'm trying to learn to set all that shit up.
Yeah, I'm going to show him the ins and outs of my state of the art setup here, which is, let's be real, like the lighting is not ideal here. It looks like Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, you know, are about to tell you guys campfire stories, but that's the one thing I need to fix. If I got a better camera and then like better lighting, this would be pretty fucking good.
That is the thing. When I ask you, you're like, well, I don't know very much. I'm like, well, you know enough not to overwhelm me. How about that?
Yeah, exactly. Because sometimes it's too much when someone is just like, when someone is too knowledgeable on things and they try to like, it's like, whoa, slow the fuck down, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to get thrown into the Golden State Warriors practice when you're just shooting free throws for the first time at the park. You want like the old man that coaches a high school team to tell you, you know, some of the ins and outs.
You see yourself?
Yeah. You're like, holy shit. Shout out to Chloe and Nuna. Hell yeah. The cats, they're hiding from Carlos right now in the room, I think.
They smell me coming off the elevator.
Emma is here now, too. But I think we've reached the end of the podcast, actually. We hit him with pretty much an hour. I did a little intro. I'm probably going to do Red Dead Redemption tonight. Just going to give me like an hour.
So I'll tell them. I'll tell these guys I'm also known as the Resident Alien Invasion online.
He's the Resident Alien Invasion who joins a lot of the live streams that you guys are a part of. So
that's the name of my band, actually. That's what that is.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me that.
Yeah. But that's.
You guys have like a Spotify or anything?
No. That's kind of why I'm here to get all that.
Yeah.
Get all that going. I have songs written that I had on like a reel to reel. I recorded them on an analog tape machine.
Yeah.
But I need to get them out of there. They're still in California, so I want to get them out of there, re-record them.
So are you going to have to travel back to Cali soon to get a bunch of shit?
Oh, yeah. A few trips back.
Yeah.
Pick up more shit, yeah. But it's,
fucking expensive.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to... My drummer, I'll have him bring a few things. And then
okay.
But for the most part, I'm going to have to grab some other things and then move to a bigger place because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe I've been here 4 years, but it's just me, and I'm on a month-to-month. The cats are settled in. It's kind of
that's cool.
It works.
That's cool.
You know?
If it was just me, yeah. I mean, why even?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you guys know, until next time, kiddies, stay safe, stay healthy, don't be a bitch, and stay up.